What's up, guys? Black Sagris here. Take literally no notice of the video. Well, you can, but it's basically a backdrop for what I want to speak about for the next 7 or so minutes. I was having a really good weekend until I was hit by some news. Andy randomly went on the Sky Sports website. This was Sunday afternoon, and informed me that a MotoGP racer, Marco Simoncelli, had been killed in a race in Sepang, Malaysia. And obviously this comes after hearing about Dan Wheldon being killed in the Indy 500 race. What was it, 8 or 9 days ago now? And it puts it makes you realise really that, I mean, these are people that they knew full well the risks involved. I mean, they had to. I mean, they're professionals in their sports, and it would be stupid if you didn't realise the risks you were putting yourself in every time you raced. But these people loved that, and they were willing to die for it, obviously. I mean, they obviously would. They wouldn't be doing it if they didn't love it so much that they'd be willing to die for it. It's the same with Lewis Hamilton, Formula 1 racer, who, like Ayrton Senna said before him, if he dies on the racetrack, so be it. Obviously, Ayrton Senna did. And it really, really struck me. I was actually surprised by how much it did. More the Marco Simoncelli death than the Dan Wheldon one, because I've never actually watched an Indy 500 race in my life, ever. I understand the speeds involved. What hit the barrier at 220 odd miles an hour, which is a lot. Don't get me wrong, it's a lot. However, the Marco Simoncelli death has affected me more simply because it's something that I've watched a lot of over the last few years. And he was an amazing talent as well, and it was such a shame because he was definitely a future season winner, definitely a first place, I mean, was he running fourth in the race at the time when he was hit by Colin Edwards and Valentino Rossi? And don't get me wrong, there's nothing that either of them could have done. Either of them could have done. You know what I mean? Literally, I've seen the video, and it was difficult watching actually. I mean, I've seen people break their legs in football matches, and that's awful watching something like that. But this was just on a different level because you could tell straight away that it was an amazing. It was such a massive impact that his helmet actually was flown from his head. And these are, modern day super helmets as well that shouldn't do that under normal incidences. So this just shows the forces that were involved. But it does. It makes you think about your thought on life. I mean, there's nothing that I like doing so much that I would be willing to die for it. And is that something that people should have? Should people have a hobby or their lifestyle or their career choice? Should some of these be things that you're willing to die for because you love it so much? Obviously people are different, but I'd like to think that if I'm only 23, if I found something now that I loved so much to do that I would be willing to die for it, then so be it. Fair enough, I say. And so you've got, it really, really, really did beat me up inside yesterday when I found out. It beat me up so much that I actually called my ex-girlfriend to tell her, because we used to watch it together, and she was beat up about it as well. So, in the space of a week, or I think it was just over a week as well between the two. Yeah, dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. So I'm going to say, obviously, none of their relatives or whatever are going to be watching this video, but I think the sentiment still needs to be made. Thoughts go out to the family, obviously, of both, friends of both, the sponsors and the workmates of both, because both were dreadful accidents and probably shouldn't have had. I read earlier as well that is it like the producer or the or whatever of the IndyCar sort of scene is being blamed for it. Obviously, these people know what they're getting themselves into. Like I said before, but the blame shouldn't really be put there. Like with the Marco Simoncelli crash, there was nothing that Edwards and Rossi could have done. Literally nothing. So yeah. So basically, I think what I'm trying to say is, like these people were doing, live life to the full. Do it, because these are what these people were doing. It, they were living it so much to the full that they were actually willing to die for the lifestyle, for what they were doing. They were willing to die for it. So it's kind of a refreshing thought, really, that maybe people should be doing that more. The game's come to an end now. Yeah. So thanks for listening, and like I said, thoughts go out to everyone. Yeah. I'm Black Sagris, and thanks.